everybody. So today we are going to do some work with my vines. So the original wire that we had on here, I'll show you. It's all rusted out and it broke on this section and was starting to break on this section. So yesterday the guys came out and put up some new corrugated wire for me that's not going to rust out and snap and break. So what I need to do, my husband said he's worried of breaking the vines because he's not as gentle as I am. So I need to go through here and start winding up my vines on these new wires. So you're more than welcome to join me and watch if you want. You can see on here where the grapevine has securely wrapped itself around some of these old wires, and what I need to do is, since I don't have a lot of new arms yet reaching out to wrap around, I'm going to have to try to do my best to use what I can to secure the grapevines on these new wires and then break these ones off once I get it stable enough so that my husband can go through and add some more wire on here, because we only had enough yesterday to do just the top and the bottom. So I'm going to go through and try to stabilize everything really well, and we'll go from there. But you can see we've got little teeny tiny grapes forming on here, so that's really exciting. Just taking some of this loose stuff over here, and all I do is I take the arms and I gently wrap them and I hold it in place for a second, and after holding it there for a minute, it usually starts to grasp on its own. See, just like that. Have a good enough grip on this new wire before I even start to break the old ones off. I'll be back. Hey, work smarter, not harder. As things start to heat up around here, because it's still pretty early in the season, but as things start to heat up, we'll get more vine arms that will reach out and secure this, because grapes get really heavy towards the end of the season, right before it's time to harvest them. So the way we got these vines going is we have a bunch of natural river grapes that grow around here. So, and they were growing all through the fence and our trees. So we were cutting them down and picked up a good chunk of it, and we soaked it in a bucket of water for a couple of days and then replanted it over here, and it has taken off and it's doing great. And I'll tell you what, those grapes are so good. But I got this section done, and I pruned a little as I went along the way. I usually do my pruning in the fall after I've harvested all the grapes. Well, the ones that the chickens don't eat first, they love the grapes. I ended up having to buy a huge net to cover this whole thing because they will tear them up. They absolutely love the grapes. But I got these all relocated to the new corrugated wire, and then my husband's going to go ahead and put another line down here and then maybe even through here. So when he gets that in, then I will go ahead and relocate some of the other pieces just so it's not too heavy on one or two wires. Down here, these are smaller. We got these I think last year. Yeah, see, these aren't even on this wire, which is good because it's really loose, so it'll make it easier to start it. Whoops, that broke. It'll make it easier to start it on this more sturdy line. These grapes, I couldn't remember the name, but I got part of the tag still on there, are Cannadis Grapes, and oh my goodness, they are so good. They're really sweet, whereas like the Concord grapes are really bitter to eat. They're mainly used for juice and stuff like that because you have to add so much sugar. But these grapes you can eat straight off the vine, and they are so good. Much better. Figured while I'm out here, I might as well check out my blueberry bushes and see how they're doing. Maybe do a little weeding around them. This one's really young. Oh no, look at that. That sucks. But I love my blueberries. And again, so do the chickens. I got some pink lemonade blueberries last year and planted them, and Evil ate them all off the bush before I even had a chance to try them, and I was so excited for them. I caught her out here eating them, so I ended up having to get some netting for these as well, keep them out of them. I do share. It's funny because they'll see me outside. They always know when I'm around the fruit bushes or around the grapes, or like when I had a huge garden, they would come over and beg for snacks. It's hilarious. But I'll usually put some in my little basket and then toss a few over to the chickens. Their favorite, I was growing a bunch of tomatoes to make homemade tomato sauce, and we also had a bunch of watermelons one year, and it was just the little watermelons, and they would come over and yell at me until I tossed some over for them to eat. They cracked me up. Tomatoes and watermelons. This one's doing great. The tags on these anymore, but I do have a few different varieties of blueberries. Only ones I didn't get to try were these two down here. This one and that one. These are the pink lemonade, and I am really looking forward to being able to try them this year. If I'm gonna do that, if I'm gonna be able to eat some, I'm gonna have to put my netting over them first before all the chickens get to them. And I also have some raspberries out here. We have tons of wild raspberries that grow all over out here. But I also planted these last year, and those over there, and I've got some back there. Those are a golden kind that I've never tried before, but I'm looking forward to it. I got them late in the season last year, so it didn't produce any fruit, but I'm hoping it does this year. Oh yeah, look at that. This one's looking good. Feel like taking a stroll with me around the yard and we'll check out the fruit trees? I figured you would. So those are the golden raspberries. We have all kinds of raspberries and blackberries that grow throughout there. And this is a mulberry tree we planted last year. So it's still a baby. But we have a huge mulberry tree out here in the very back corner. And it's funny, the chickens love eating the mulberries, and they'll come over with purple beaks. It looks like they're wearing lipstick. It's hilarious. And this is another mulberry tree we planted. I don't know. I mean, it's not hard, so we'll see if she survives or not. We have tons of berries and river grapes that grow through all of this stuff over here. You can see the chickens up there. This is a peach tree, I believe. Yeah. Hopefully it takes off this year. It's still really young, so I won't get any fruit for a couple of years. I'm looking forward to it when it does start producing. It's another peach tree. Try to clean all the junk from around it. I don't want the weeds to smother it out. That'll just irritate me. There we go. I don't remember what this one is, but it's not looking so hot. Yeah. Well, I'll do some research and see if I can't find a way to save it. Looks like the dirt's come out quite a bit because some of the roots are showing. That's not good. I don't know. This one's looking like it's not quite sure about life. I believe this is a nectarine tree. I need to add some more dirt on here. What the heck? It's like something was digging in here or something. Gonna leave that covered up for now. This is one of my other nectarine trees. It's funny, it's planted straight, but it's crooked. It's looking all right. Just remove that. This is an apple tree. My husband wanted apple trees. I'm pretty sure this one is dead. Yeah. I'm gonna have to replace it. And we've got another apple tree here. And this is also an apple tree right here. It's looking all right. I pruned them last fall. Then we got these last year. These are dwarf pear trees. This one is a Bartlett. I can probably remove some of this grass and stuff around it. Hi guys! Here's my other Bartlett. I don't know, I'm not sure if this one's a Bartlett or not. I might have accidentally lied. Ah, this one's a moon glow pear tree. Well, all right, y'all. Thank you for hanging out with me around the yard. Now it's about time we go check on the status of our eggs in the incubator and collect the eggs from the coop.